is that they have great respect for education. And that's not always the case with indigenous populations. So they wanted me to meet a couple of communities of Bedouin. And so we drove about 3.5 hours north into the desert. And I was brought into the house of a sheikh. He's a priest. His followers number 30,000, 35,000, thereabouts. And they slaughtered 2 sheep and cooked them. I don't recommend eating sheep. It's not, lamb maybe, but sheep's not high on my list. But nonetheless, they told me that it cost him probably 6 months' wages to slaughter those 2 sheep and to entertain us in his house. And we sat down as the women who wore the headdresses, or hijabs, served us. And we had a conversation about Jordan and the United States. And this is what the sheikh said, and the room fell silent. I said, "Sheikh, what do you think of the United States? What do you think?" Sitting here in the middle of Jordan, and, you know, you've got these 7 American educators in your house. What do you really think of the United States? And through our translator, he said, 6 months ago, a woman was sent to our village. She was a special education teacher. And she was sent to work at the first school of special education in the country of Jordan. I said, wow, that's amazing. And he said, and before she got here, I had never actually met an American. I had never had a conversation with an American. And I said, and? He said, well, I actually thought that you all looked like the people on Fox News. And I thought you were warlike. And I thought you were full of hate. And I thought you were full of animosity toward the Islamic world. And that's what I taught. That's what we talked about here in my village. He said, but this organization called the Peace Corps brought this teacher, this special ed teacher, to this school. He said, over the last 6 months, I've realized that there's absolutely no difference between what we want for our kids and what you all want for your society. And it's created an understanding. And you know, we are dangerous in our conversations about the Islamic world. Education has the power to transform nearly every part of the world, not just us, in ways that will create greater security and prosperity. I will never forget sitting in the man's house and believing him deeply that he was going to change how he taught because of the experience of one educator. One special ed educator will now make it into the lives of 30,000 of this man's congregants, essentially. And who knows how much security that will create. So now is not the time to cut back school budgets, and certainly not time to cut back things like the Peace Corps, right? It's also time to redefine what we mean, I think, by a lot of these concepts, including security. I think our future security is deeply tied to education.